Welcome back to the Bucket List with me, Beth Crystal Wilson, brought to you tonight from Eureka. We're here as part of our final summer series, giving you ideas of days out within reach of Leeds. Let's go take a look inside. Michelle, Eureka seems like a really interesting, exciting place. What's the history of it? How long has it been here?
Eureka opened in 1992. It was founded by Vivian Duffield, based on American children's museums that she'd seen while travelling over here. And she wanted to bring that back to the UK for British kids to enjoy. So she did a lot of fundraising, and we opened in 1992, officially opened by Prince Charles. And
a children's museum, I think many people probably hear the word museum and think of things behind glass cabinets. You can't necessarily touch them. It's not the case here at all, is it?
No, absolutely the opposite. The reason that Eureka is the National Children's Museum is that museums are places of learning. And this is a place of learning designed for children. The way children learn is through play. So if you hold up an item to a child and say, look at this, the first thing they will do is stretch out their hands to touch it. So we are designed to be a very hands-on approach so that children can play and learn at the same time.
And as a charity, how is money raised? I know that people are charged to get in here, but when you actually need to redo an exhibition, that comes through fundraising, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. We are one of the only successful national children's or national museums in the UK that are solely self-funded. So we get no grants or input from any other sources. We do have a lot of commercial programs that we run here to try and boost our income, so we try and generate our own additional income.
Well, not only I know do the new exhibitions take a lot of money, they take a lot of time and a lot of input from experts, but also from children.
Yes, we always work with children. All of our galleries here are designed predominantly by children, for children. And we have a great panel of kids that we work with called Ideas United, which are drawn from local primary schools. And they come down and help us right from the beginning through to the opening of the gallery. And they play a really important part for us because they understand what they need to know about the subjects that we're trying to communicate.
And in the 23 years that Eureka has been here, how has it changed? I mean, I remember coming years and years ago, the supermarket was here, the bank was here. They were probably the two bits that I remember the most. What else has changed since then?
Yeah, well, we are very much dependent on fundraising to change things. So we do have a rolling programme of improvements, but it can take us a few years to invest in major new galleries. So some of the things that are here now were here 23 years ago. A lot of it is changed in terms of the programming that we do. Children are different now than they were 20 years ago, and they have different expectations, they have different learning at school, different curriculum styles and so on. So we program to support all of those changes and to be still relevant and appealing to the kids of today.
So I'm very excited to get a little tour. What is best to see here?
Well, you're in the section that's all about you. It's where you learn about your body. If you come this way, I can show you what we have. Here is where you get to find out how tall you are, how short you are, how far you can reach, all those kind of things. So you pick up a passport when you come in, and then you go to the different exhibits. So here you can take a big step, see how far you can step. Press the button. Go on, I dare you to give it a try.
All right then. You can step 110. 110, nice, that's good, okay.
So we've got stretch up over here, and then if we come this way, we're going to go to the health centre. That's where we have all the sections that tell you about how to keep your body in check, the dentist, the doctors and midwife. So this is the health centre. So you start off with reception. Here you would ask to see either the doctor or midwife or the nurse or the dentist to get your checkup, and then you go to the specific area. So who do you need to see today?
I think the dentist.
The dentist, all right then. So one of the great things about the dentist is we have the giant teeth. Every child loves this. It's great.
So inside a mouth.
Learn about all the different teeth you have in the mouth, the names of the teeth. So here we've got the molars, the incisors, and canines, and incisors. Swap them round. They tell you what they do. So if you have a look here, they bite, tear and chew. And again, how to look after it. So we've got the plaque and the fillings and even the wobbly tooth that might fall out. It's a really good tool to talk about how to look after your teeth, and it's really fun. The children love getting inside this and having a photo opportunity too.
I think my legs, for the first time ever, are a little bit too long.
This was magical when I was a child. I couldn't understand how you could see your own skeleton in there. But Yeah, it shows you how your body works and all the bones that are inside, because I think you forget what's inside you and that you are made up of different components, and this is a real good visual to help children with that.
Becca, from what I've seen looking around Eureka so far, it looks like a really fun place to work. Do you enjoy being here?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, every day is so different. We get a rota, which means we can vary all the different areas we go into, and it is different every day, which is really good.
And which aspects of the job do you enjoy the most?
It's definitely interacting with the kids. I get to play with the children, which is great. You can be a bank robber with them, you can be a doctor with them up in here, and then just talking to people as well on the tills and asking them how the day's been. It's just really nice, it's really friendly.
So when I used to come years and years ago, I remember that, you know, Marks and Spencer's and Halifax were here then, and I absolutely love them. They're still here, they're popular as today as they were back then.
Yeah, I mean, when I came, I remember the yacht, which isn't here anymore sadly, but I remember talking to Scoot, who was our old robot. And now Zoom's our newer robot here. Scoot had to retire. He learnt too much about humans. He's off on a cruise or something.
Well, I'm very excited to be meeting Zoom today. Hi, Zoom.
Hello, my name's Zoom. I'm a robot.
You are, and are you excited to be on television today?
I'm very excited. I've heard lots about television. There's some fantastic shows on the telly, isn't there?
There are, especially on Made in Leeds. Have you ever seen Made in Leeds, Zoom?
I haven't, but I've heard lots about Made in Leeds. It's the best TV channel in the world, isn't it?
It is, yes. And
It's got the best presenters on it as well.
I've always liked you, Zoom. And do you enjoy your job working here at Eureka?
Oh, I love Eureka. It's the best place in the world. You can play all day. It's so much fun.
Well, you're my favourite part of Eureka so far, but what do you think we should go and see next?
Ooh, there's some great things going on today. I know they're making up some wonderful brand new fairy tales today. I hope you have a lovely day today.
We will. Thank you, Zoom.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Darren, I know that you've actually worked here for a number of years. What has kept you at Eureka for so long?
Oh, just the love of the job. I love playing and I don't really want to grow up.
I was going to ask what's a typical day in your life. It doesn't sound like there is one, really.
I don't have a typical day, no. Some days, as I say, some days I can be working in a bank, the next day I can be a pirate, and then some days I could just be working on the tills. Lots and lots of different things.
Which of those roles do you enjoy the most? I hear you make a very good pirate.
Oh, I love being a pirate. I enjoy being a pirate more than anything. Yeah, I mean, I did a drama degree, so kind of the acting side of the work is what I enjoy the most.
So this is ultimately where you get to learn about where you come from, being inside Mummy's tummy. We've even got a simulated scanner over there. Can you see what it looks like? And I guess a lot of children don't see that beginning start until they get older and it's their turn. So it's really nice for them to understand where brothers and sisters have come from as well.
And here we've got probably the biggest ear that I've ever seen.
Yes, it's a model of a giant ear, obviously, and inside you can create vibrations by talking into it or either tapping the inside of the ear. If you give it a tap and you come around here, you can see the smallest bone and how the vibrations vibrate the eardrum for you to receive the sounds. It also shows you that we've got the smallest bone in the body in the ear as well, and that's the stirrup there. Obviously it looks quite large here. This is my favourite exhibit in here. Children love getting up the nose and it actually sneezes on you, which is great. It's only air, but don't worry, it's not snot. And if you come and have a look inside, it shows you all the hairs that you have in, and the hairs actually catch all the dust and dirt, and that's why you create bogies, and it stops you getting germs and, say, the flu. And another thing is, do you know how much snot you make in a day?
No, I don't. How much?
You make a cupful, and most of that you actually swallow. And there it goes, sneezing. And all the air comes out. It's great.
This looks like one of the most complicated pieces of the exhibition. What's this showing?
This is the chew to the poo. It is complicated because it represents what's inside our body from here to here. So you start off with the mouth, the food goes in, travels down the esophagus. You might get the odd burp if you want to press the burp button.
Nice.
And then it goes into the stomach where all the bile, the acid, churns it up before it enters the intestine. So go through all this, you add your bile, break it down, and then it travels all the way through the small intestine, and it takes 8 hours to come out. That's why when you eat food, it takes so long. Before it comes out as a yes.
And does this seem to be a really good way for kids to learn, being interactive with all the exhibits?
Yes, well at Eureka we're real good advocates of learning through play, so a lot of the things you'll find are through role play, through giant interactive models of body parts, and it's all about discovering with your hands and physical activity rather than just reading. And I mean, I know when I was at school, textbook learning, it works, but it gets a bit monotonous, and play is definitely a way to go.